opinions expressed during this program are solely the opinions of the host, guests, and callers. They do not necessarily represent the views of the advertisers, management, staff, or ownership of WCTC.
Speak up and be heard on Jersey issues that matter most to you. Call Jersey Central with Bert Barron now at 732-545-9282 or toll free at 888-545-9282. Your state, your home, your voice. Jersey Central with Bert Barron.
That's a lovely accent you have. New Jersey?
On the new Talk Radio 1450 WCTC.
It is 8:09, hour number 3 of Jersey Central, Friday morning on the new Talk Radio WCTC, the voice of Central Jersey. Your chance to win the family 4-pack of tickets. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the pre-screening of their brand new movie this Sunday at the theater at Madison Square Garden. The film opens June 3rd. You'll have a chance to see it before everybody else. My final tickets are going to be given away a little bit later on in this hour. Well, let's get right to the Raritan Bay Medical Center Jersey Newsmaker Hotline. Welcome in my special guest. Of course, you know her from the daytime talk show, The Real. Also, the recent movie called Mother's Day. Hopefully you had a chance to catch that. You've seen her on Entertainment Tonight and E! Television as well, The Ellen DeGeneres Show, even the subject of her own documentary. So you know you've arrived when there's a documentary about you. But let's welcome Loni Love to the show this morning here on WCTC as we celebrate her run at the Stress Factory with her comedy tour, which kicked off last night here in town. Loni, good morning. It's Bert Barron. How you doing today?
I'm fine, Bert. How you doing?
I'm great. Listen, thanks for getting up so early after working at the Stress Factory last night. I really appreciate your giving me a couple minutes today. But how'd it go last night? Good gig last night?
Oh, some good people. I call my fans love bugs, and a lot of love bugs came out last night. We had a great time. We have 2 shows tonight on Friday and 2 on Saturday. And, you know, people, like you said, you listed all my credits, Bert. You did a great job of that. But people really will probably know me from the Chelsea Lately show.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, just love that show, and now from The Real.
Good stuff. Good stuff. I mean, looking at all the stuff that you're doing, movies and television and a documentary, how do you find time to do a comedy tour? You like how you shoehorning this in? I have no idea how you're doing all this.
Well, we have a little hiatus from the talk show, so now I love going back out on the road and actually seeing people. There's nothing like a live stand-up comedy show, Bert. I know a lot of people think, oh, I can look at comedy on television or on the internet, as I call it, the internet. But actually, you know, when you're in a room with some people, just chilled and kick back is really good. And this is called Loni Love and Friends That Owe Me Money tour. So, so we just want everybody to come out and have a good time.
Yeah, make sure you get your tickets. She's back tonight at Stress Factory tonight and tomorrow. StressFactory.com for tickets and info. Great room, though, but make sure you catch Loni while she is in town there. You get along real good with your other hosts there on The Real, Loni? You guys as close as you appear to be?
We are having a great season. We got nominated for 4 Emmy nominations, and that is because we really do get along. We have to like each other, and that's the chemistry that you feel because, you know, each of us are different, but we're able to work together, and that's what you see on The Real.
Good stuff, and congratulations on the Emmy Awards. You can add that to your impressive resume, too.
Oh, that was so exciting. And actually, when I went to the Emmys, I got to meet Rita Moreno, and I was like, she's an EGOT. She has every award there is. I was on the red carpet. I ran into her. I took pictures with her, and she was just a joy. So that's one of the perks of being in this business is meeting the legends that I, you know, grew up watching. I mean, to be in a movie directed by Gary Marshall, which was Mother's Day, I would never have thought growing up in Detroit that I would be in a movie from the man that actually created Pretty Woman and Happy Days and Laverne and Shirley. But, you know, it just goes to show you if you know, hold on and pursue your dreams, you never know what could happen.
Good for you. And it seems like everybody in showbiz, Loni, has their big break. What was your big moment that things really started to kind of take off for you? Do you remember a big break moment for you?
One of the big break moments was when it was like 2003. I was handpicked by Les Moonves, the president of CBS, for the Revived Star Search that was hosted by Arsenio Hall. And it was 12 comics, and out of the 12 comics, I was the only female. And that really started off my television career. And it was funny, Bert, because when I went to the Emmys this year, I always, wanted to thank Les Moonves. And I saw his wife, Julie Chen, from The Talk. And I stopped her backstage and I said, please tell your husband, if it wasn't for him handpicking me, I wouldn't be where I am. And she laughed. She said, only you and George Clooney have said that about my husband. I'm going to let him know. So I'm getting closer and closer to actually saying it to him. But it was just a joy to be able to say it to his wife.
Well, you and George Clooney, that's some pretty exclusive company right there. That ain't too bad,
Yeah.
Loni Love is our guest this morning on WCTC, continuing her comedy tour at the Stress Factory tonight and tomorrow. You can get tickets and find out more at stressfactory.com. And, of course, make sure you watch her, of course, on Fox TV. Check out her movie Mother's Day. You see her doing some other things. This documentary, Loni, how did this Being Loni Love documentary come about?
Well, the good people at BET wanted to do a documentary on me because, my life is really, really interesting, from being raised in the projects in Detroit to becoming an engineer to becoming a comedian, now a talk show host. So they actually had interest, and they followed me all around. It's an hour documentary. It's called Being Loni Love. I'm pretty sure if people want to see it, they can go to my website, LoniLove.com. It's there, and it just takes me back to my roots and how I got from Detroit all the way to Hollywood.
And you mentioned about the engineer thing. You walked away from a pretty good paying, steady gig to take a try at showbiz, didn't you?
Yeah, my mom is still upset about that, but it took a while for her to understand that's what I wanted to do. But engineering, I was an engineer for 8 years at Xerox, and then one day we had a layoff, and I went to my boss and I said, save a job and just lay me off because I'm cracking jokes anyway. So
wow.
I did that, and I haven't looked back. And that's the thing, too. I wrote a book called Love 'Em or Leave 'Em, but Don't Get Stuck with the Tab. And the reason why I wrote it is it tells a lot of my story, but it also gives love advice in a humorous way. But a lot of why I did what I did by leaving my job is in that book as well.
Yeah, good for you. It's much more fun to be on TV and tell jokes than to report to some office every day, isn't it?
Well, I like making people laugh, and I like to, help people. I think, it's funny to be at the Stress Factory because, comedy is a good way to de-stress. There's nothing like laughter, and they say laughter is the best medicine. And so I just decided to pursue that, and I'm glad I did.
Yeah, good stuff. So Stress Factory tonight and tomorrow on Church Street in New Brunswick. Check out stressfactory.com. And where can we follow you, Loni? Facebook, Twitter, Instagram? You doing all that stuff?
All of that. You can follow me at Loni Love, LoniLove, and go to LoniLove.com and Comic Loni Love on Instagram.
Awesome. Great to talk to you this morning, Loni. Keep up the great work, and lots more success coming your way, I'm sure, all right?
Thank you so much, Bert. Good talking to you.
You too. Thank you. All right, Loni Love, my guest here on Jersey Central.